the internet.
Better start acting like that.
Fuck the internet, nigga. On hood. Niggas know what's up. We in the hood, nigga.
Better stop acting weird with
They
all
come
these
to the hood, they'll figure it out.
Better stop acting weird with all these weird ass.
Big U made a big mistake, losing Drake XXL as an ally. A lot of his haters be popping it online, but physically, he makes Crip Mac look like Kevin Hart. Him and Big U also go way back, so you know he knows a lot of his secrets. It was only a matter of time before enough was enough for Suge Knight, and he's too damn big to be getting bullied like that.
Bluffing? I ain't lying on nobody, bro. I told you to keep my name out your mouth, bro, or we're gonna expose the rats you've been protecting for years, bro. Number one, you was a rat. You know who you told and told on Crazy D from Trey Gangsters, homie? You was a rat, homie. Yeah, ain't no selective politicking, bro. This Big U fault, cause I don't know you personally, homie. Big U whole team is rats and busters, bro.
Between this war with Big U and Wack 100, losing 600 on his side probably hurt him the most. Cause now that the neighborhood is not rolling with him, Big U or anybody around him, he's exposing it all. Pause. See, recently, Big U got a lot of backlash on his Willie D interview when he spoke on Nipsey. It's either he slow or he hate Nipsey, cause he can't help but put the man down every damn time he speak on him. Cause you can tell the Nipsey backlash gets to him. Something in him just can't help it. He just gotta say something to piss off all the fans.
He wasn't my equal. Him know his brother was my equal at that time or any other time.
Now, anybody that got love for Nipsey, they ain't too happy about it, including 600. 600 was so mad, he said, I'm gonna go back to the 60s.
You know what I'm saying? Original Don Block, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot going on around here, so I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. So that building we used to hang out in buildings, bro.
And do a video exposing all of Big U lies, allegedly. One of it is his name in the music industry.
In fact, when you got out, you was on Suge nuts. Yeah, give Bear Claws credit, bro. You know what I'm saying, for having his own studio and music connections. You know what I'm saying, because it seemed like every time somebody plug you with something, or link you with somebody, you take all the credit.
See, in his interview, Big U claimed that it was all him.
Dog Pound wore jerseys with Unique CD on it. So I was always in music, and it's funny how these lanes are always talking about they helped me get in music and do this crazy, because it's evident.
And once again, he's claiming credit for the man Nipsey became.
The man that we say, this is the type of man we need in our neighborhoods. It's a man that love,
I built that man.
Love his.
You try to say you made Nip. How you make Nip? Go make another one. All the other artists, you done been trying to act like you signing, you ain't done nothing for them. None of them went nowhere, bro. So if you made Nip, go make another one, bro.
He also questions why Big U didn't go to Nipsey's funeral.
Did I go to the funeral? No, I didn't go to the funeral.
None of his family messed with you, bro. You told the homies F his funeral, bro, and didn't even go to the funeral. You forgot I was there for them occasions, bro, when you tried to be a bully.
And the reason Big U gave is because he said he just don't like going to funerals. He don't want to see his boy like that.
I didn't want to go through that, and I definitely didn't want to see my nigga laying in no casket, did. I ain't looked at a casket or nobody laying in the casket, bro, and I don't know how long.
Hey, to me, that's a good reason. But how the hell did you make it to all these other funerals before and after Nipsey's death? Man, this some bull. Speaking of bull, let's be real. Big U in the music industry, that's not really a name you look for. Because besides Nipsey, who else he had? His group OSBS, or I like to call him TSBS.
What is the vibe, though?
Well, I'll tell you, the first song is called Everybody's Baby Mama.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now, somebody did that to
That's
you.
part of the game. I don't really care.
Cause right after I checked them out, I said, this some bull. Speaking of OSBS, Big U claims because Nipsey brought him back, it made him want to sign OSBS and really get back into the music industry.
Nipsey brought me back, so I had signed OSBS.
But when he first came out with OSBS, he never mentioned that.
Moving around with Ludacris. And when Ludacris was on, I was with Shock and them. rolling around Atlanta. That was my first time ever coming to Atlanta. It was with Shaka and Ludacris. And then I went from moving with Shaka, Ludacris. I was with P.D. Pablo. So I was with a whole lot of artists, you know, our top artists then. Of course, y'all know my history with Tip. And so I've been with a lot of top artists. So when I finally decided to come back into music, I came in with Swindle, and it was just being in the studio. And my son had just graduated. My son did his last year in college, his first year in college. Right. So now I'm free. I'm at home, I'm bored, I don't got nothing to do. Let me get back into this music.
Now, Big U, TSBS, this some bull. Something else BS that Big U said was when he was apart from Nipsey, he didn't need him anymore. He was making more money than him, managing Melvin and Debo.
Managing Ving, I'm managing Tiny Lister. I did this, I managed Tiny Lister and Ving up until Tiny Lister died. I'm getting way more money.
So you saying you didn't have a motive? I mean, that's not a motive because everybody was well. If you listen to the rumor mill, the motive is you were mad because you was X'd out of the deal. You know, you couldn't get no more money with Nip, so
wasn't no money to get.
You wanted them dead.
Factually. Wasn't nobody making no money but me.
See, I don't believe it, because during that time, Big U was acting like he was Employee of the Month at the Ramada Inn, and forcing everyone to check in.
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, you know, man. Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in, oh well. Check your ass out. We're gonna check you in, all right.
Big U also mentions he was doing a documentary, Hip Hop Uncovered, and he was good with that.
Then I was in negotiation to do the documentary that I just put out, Hip Hop Uncovered. So I had shot that, and then with Jim Bob, and we was in the process of doing that. So when Nip called me to come back to music, I was just, you know, like, I'm already really in a good space.
It wasn't that good, because I remember Big U saying that the show almost got canceled. He said they didn't know who a Big U or Big Draws was until something happened that made him go viral.
4 years ago. He came to me, asked me to shoot the pilot. It went out there, went to a bunch of different places. We got a bunch of no's, we got to change this, and came back, reshot it again. And it was me, it was really just me. And then people was like, man, we don't know who he is. So the people that run hip hop right now, the white people is like, we don't have no idea who Big U is. Like, who is he? Like, what has he done? And I think something happened when we ran into Lightbox, and something happened on the internet or something, and people started talking about my name. I don't know what it was, and then they was like, some of the executives called it, and then they called back and was like, oh, did y'all have a party? Well, that's the guy, and then they went on and did it. When Nipsey died, we was already locked in the deal. To keep it 100, and I mean not to say it like that, but if I hadn't signed the deal before Lil Bro died, I'd have hit him for a bag.
Man, what a coincidence. Nipsey dies, Hip Hop Uncovered go crazy, big budget, damn near based around the drama between Big U and Nipsey and surrounding his death. And around the same time, Nipsey said, here, Big U, take some free money with your old contract. See, I believe it, but 600 don't. And I think the final straw was when Big U was still claiming to be friends with Khaled before Nipsey.
Brought Khaled to the hood or something like that.
Which is so funny, when Khaled was my friend.
Yeah, I see the part where you talking about DJ Khaled, this, that, other. DJ Khaled gave you a bunk number, bro. You hitting up Nip to get DJ Khaled number. You ain't even got Khaled number, bro. Come on, man.
Tuesday, March 28th. This me and him talking, this me talking about DJ Khaled. I told him DJ Khaled had gave me his whatchamacallit number, right? And I said I need to talk to Khaled. So Nip said, at the video, did you talk to him? You see what he said? I ain't gotta read it. He said, did you talk to him? But I was doing an interview too. And I said, yeah. And I sent him a call, cuz back after the meeting. Nip said, off top, let me know once he balances it.
The only people I think that believe that might be Bricc Baby and Seti Nash. But 600 had enough and gave Big U one last warning for the 1000th time. But I believe him this time.
One more chance to do this, bro. This is it. Don't go do no more interviews lying about nothing, homie. and keep Nip name out your mouth. Nip did not with you, nigga. None of his family with you, nigga. Stop lying, nigga. You ain't made Nip, nigga. Keep Nip name out your mouth, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get nothing else. I'm gonna let everybody else, the bloggers, talk about what they talking about. But I'm telling you, my nigga, that nigga did not fuck with you, and you know that, nigga. I rarely, like, get in this zone because, you know, I really don't want to, like, you know, run into none of these people. You feel what I'm saying? I really don't want to do it, bro.
Hell nah, 600. I'm scared. Hey, no more Suge Knight or Drake jokes from me. You got it. But you know who wasn't scared, though? The leader of the Crips, Big U, wasn't scared. As a matter of fact, he went live shortly after and said, pull up.
Fuck 600.
Man, who the hell?
No, we at. Pull up.
Anybody.
Pull up.
Nah, Big U hates 600 for real because every single time Big U goes on live and tell him to pull up every time. Man, I don't know who to believe. I want to believe Big U, but he makes it hard when he said he wasn't behind Crip LLC and going after the Nipsey Estate.
Wait, let me ask you something. What was up with this whole Crip ENT? What the that shit they was trying to tie you into?
Crip,
it was like Crip.
Another one of them things.
Crip LLC,
Yeah, Crip LLC and said you owned all
Get
this
that
shit.
off, cuz. We gotta know.
Oh, he
And
your daddy.
Cause I'm about to say.
Hey, look, and another one.
Yeah, get that off, cuz. We like, that's crazy.
That was so weird. Like, come
I was
on,
like,
bro.
Uncle Cole, we got he
another
trademarked everybody.
He's cuz.
I wish I would have got it though.
But the Bricc, not the trick, said you kinda was.
Talking about one of your homies trademark Crip or you own the Crip some shit and took it from Big U or something along those lines.
Cuz is reaching. Nigga, my auntie owned the word Crip. Damn, homies, nigga. I ain't take nothing from Big U. I'm 6 Crip, nigga. What you talk about, nigga? Oh, look, the reason that I ain't even pushing that is because being talk and nigga, I ain't gonna talk about all that ain't for the internet, but it wasn't healthy. Like how they obtained the word, it involved a lot of foul play, and I didn't know that. And my auntie being a Crip, it blew my mind. She from Broadway. Like, how was you even like? Why would you do like that to obtain the word? You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely got some type of ownership still of the word though. But yeah, he do too though. Big U.
And the Crip LLC owner herself is claiming that Big U was also behind trademarking The Marathon Continues and going after the Nipsey Estate. Oh my God.
Right. But you know what? Something else you said on your interview I wanted to ask you about too. And I want to be honest with you because when you explained after Nipsey passed away that you trademarked The Marathon Continues, I really didn't get your explanation for it. It sounded kind of predatory to me personally. So I kind of want to know, like, what was your reason for doing that? If you could explain.
Okay, so you've been engaged in a conversation with me now for almost an hour, right?
Right.
I'm a businesswoman
Gotcha.
at all times, and that's just how my thinking goes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so, Nipsey, when he passed away, first of all, I contacted his little sister.
Okay.
As soon as I trademarked it through her DM, and but I'm thinking they mourning the death of him. She probably won't call back or whatever the case is, right? That was my mindset there. But I heard plans being made for The Marathon Continues. The one thing that stuck in my head is I listened to some people talk about doing a Coachella type of thing and calling it The Marathon Continues. They were planning to put on
Big Useless.
They was planning to put on this thing every year, and they were just gonna run it under the Marathon brand. And I thought, well, damn, you niggas is something else. And I never opened my mouth, and I never engaged in the conversation. and it was Crips and Bloods, but always in this thing is somebody that's pushing the line from behind, from somewhere. You know, you're getting an order from somewhere. And I thought, well, damn, you know, and I'm a shrewd motherfucker. I can be. But I said, these motherfuckers had outdone me pretty much. And I said, well, this shit. So, you know, I'm not active in gangs and that kind of stuff. So I said, well, shit, I got to do something. But I felt like already just with the anger of losing Nipsey, I felt like, oh, I need to do something about it, you know? And so that was my mindset when I thought about this going on, and I'm hearing these plans that's going on, and I'm like, damn. So I said, you know what? I know what to do. I know what to do. They can go on and plan whatever they want to. I'm going to go online, and I'm going to file the trademark for first I looked it up, and it hadn't been trademarked. Mm-hmm. And so I did an application for it. And once I did an application for it, I wasn't worried about whoever else was going to come along after that and put on do whatever. It doesn't matter, because as long as I have the trademark tied up, then I could be able to hold it for his estate until whenever they come out of mourning or whatever the case may be. And I was shocked to see it because Nipsey always pushed ownership. And I was very surprised to find that of all things, they hadn't secured intellectual properties for the Marathon Continues. So when I saw it, I don't know if the people who were talking about these concerts or whatever, if they knew it, but so I went ahead and I did it, and I kept it for his family, for his kids. But like I said before, you know, Nipsey looked out for my son before.
Yeah, I seen that too. He did some of Nipsey's first camera footage, right?
He did Nipsey's first House of Blues on Sunset, his first performance there. You know, Nipsey didn't have a budget, so my oldest son came along with his camera and he shot him. And Nipsey said, you could use this content to build your portfolio. And I'll never forget that. I met him once or twice, but his youngest sister and my son were good friends. So I'm acquainted with them, you know what I mean? And then also the thing with Lauren London, you know, she went through that situation and lost him. You know, I experienced something like that too in my early age. So I wouldn't never come along to take from them at a time like that. So I was pretty much coming along protecting them at a time like that. And so when you guys saw all this stuff in the media and, you know, we're fighting them and we're going to court and that kind of thing, that's not true. And we even made a statement. I never came out publicly. Cam Capone was my first interview, actually. But I did make a statement that we'll never fight them in court. You know, we'll never, because that's not what this was about. See, people are really apt to run to the media to try to explain because they want the public's opinion and that kind of thing. You know, I'm not into the public's opinion. So what I was doing, you know, I was doing on the low. I wasn't trying to get no accolades for it or no pats on the back. So when you guys thought, oh my God, how could she go and take their stuff? That's cool. You know, they talked about Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So I just went on and handled the business and did what I needed to do. And we did a strict vetting that when it was time for them to start dealing with the estate out of probate, to see that the marathon was going to who it was supposed to go to. So now when you guys hear stuff like the estate settled and son gets this much and Lauren London gets this, you know, because we did that. And I saw Black Sam and we were talking and I said, I'm so sorry to have even put you through that to get to the point to see that it was for you guys all along. And he said that it was okay because I saved them a lot more than I had put them through by me even trademarking the marathon. But they have it. They have it and it's theirs.
So you have full intention when you grab it to give it back.
But originally it was a play-doh that Big U wanted to do for itself, right? Him and Suge.
Yeah, Big U and Suge wanted it. And he, you know, it was the conversations with Suge, you know, well, you know, make sure the most important thing is that it's trademarked for clothes. And the next thing, it needs to be trademarked, you know. And I mean, these was conversations that he and I were having. And but I know what I'm doing. You know, I'm not going. It's just my integrity. You know, I'm not gonna get down on that boy like that for him. Suge, I mean, you know, I don't get down like that. No way. I ain't the type of broad that was in the street setting up niggas and shit like that. You know, I never respected a bitch like that. So
now watch this.
I
want you guys to all open your minds up. Big U tried the same shit really drive you mad. The game. Big U tried the same thing with me. Hey, we gonna act like you got control. I sold you. You brought me out of my Nipsey contracts. You go sue the estate. I put them all up 53 days after Nipsey was dead. He wanted me to double back and sue the estate. But yet when he was here, him and Nipsey already had an understanding on what that was and what that wasn't. He didn't want to do it, like she said from the beginning. He's never going to do nothing himself. He always going to try to get somebody else to do it. In the same situation, they wanted her to trademark it, and then they had to put on these shows and did all these things and stood behind it like they didn't know what was going on. But it ain't us, it's her. We doing something with her. Whole time it's them that brought the...
And after that, now I'm believing everything that 600 said. Even this story.
We go in your room, bro. You laying on the bed, bro. On your laptop. Face first. Legs twinkling in the air, bumping LMA. You want me to call SP? He was with us. He come get me. I'm next door. He said, man, look at Big U. I said, what are you doing? He said, man, nigga laid face down on the bed with his feet up, twinkling in the air, bumping LMA. I said, nah, you low. I walk in there, he bumping LMA. I said, what's wrong with this dude? It's kind of like funny, you know what I'm saying? These are facts. I ain't told no lies. He know this.
And this is why it don't matter what I believe. It matters what you believe and what you think. So leave it all in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get it.